We'll move along to committee reports. Mrs. Gundram isn't here for a legislative update. Butler Tech. Butler Tech, as we sit in this meeting, Butler Tech's having their all boards meeting. That is a meeting of all the boards are invited to Butler Tech from all the different school districts in Butler County to see student showcases, to sample the food of the culinary program, so on and so forth. This year, when I complained yet again that it fell on a board meeting night for Fairfield, they added a second showcase night. That was April 24th, and I'm happy to report that Mr. Robertson, our representative to the Planning Commission, joined me at the Bioscience Center, and we viewed a number of showcases and saw some of the equipment that they have in use there. So very well done, students, and that was an excellent opportunity to engage in the process, even though we couldn't be there tonight. Student Achievement, Mrs. Birding Miller.
Well, I just want to add on before we move on. Me and my husband took Grayson up to the showcases, and we checked out the performing arts and D. Russell Lee and popped between the two of them and got to see quite a few. And one of the coolest ones we saw was somebody soldered and made a mini arcade machine about this big, 3D printed and wired, and it was very cool to see a student be able to showcase and build something from literally nothing with so many skills. And then we saw a Fairfield student who's a dancer perform, and they had done a choreography for a friend of theirs to compete in competitions for, and it was just breathtaking, just absolutely standing. I'm very glad that they did the showcase separately so that we could go see the performances and showcases that we normally do miss on the nights they do all the board meetings during our show. So thank you. I just want to say thank you for that, and thank you for advocating for us to be able to attend some showcases, because I really, really appreciated it, and Grayson had a great time.
Well, thank you for doing that. I was unaware you were at one of the other campuses doing that. Thank you.
Thank you. So student achievement, I'm going to give a shout out to a young man named Jared Robb. So Jared Robb is a 8th grader at Creekside Middle School, and at the beginning of the school year, he approached his music teachers and was like, I composed these 3 songs by himself. He learned how to work software, learned all the different parts of the composing for an entire band, and then composed 3 pieces. And then they chose one of those 3 pieces that they're actually going to perform this Sunday at the Arts Fair as the 8th grade band. And so him and all of his peers are going to perform his piece at the Arts Fair. And so I just want to encourage everybody to go out. It is Sunday, May 4th at 3:45 p.m. in the High School Performing Arts Center, the Jim and Pat Davis house. So I'm going to try to be there because I think that's absolutely outstanding that this kid is composing at 8th grade already, when I couldn't even imagine thinking of how to write music, let alone for other instruments. He's just a snare drum player and wrote for the entire band.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Next, Mr. Clark.
I also attended a showcase out at Butler Tech as well. So the business side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we got to see some presentations. One of my favorite was my son, who him and 3 of his buddies made a straw cleaner
Yeah.
for all your Stanleys. You know, that, as they said, the gook and the yuck that's in that straw, they fabricated a prototype to clean that out. So they're actually moved on to the next level and present tomorrow morning.
That's exciting.
With about 4 others. So it was fun. So
Yeah,
thank you, Brian.
Thank you for doing that as well.
I'm very bummed I missed out on the Shark Tank.
Yeah, it's a Shark Tank.
Yeah,
It was,
because they lock and close those doors so that you can't come and go during the performances. And I feel like every time I went to, because like I said, we were running between buildings.
Right.
So every time I went to go get it, the door was locked. I'm like,
shut.
darn it. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go around the corner to this one. And then we come back and the door was
that
locked.
Shark Tank was fun. There was teachers like you all sitting there that these students presented to them, and then they gave feedback, and yeah, it was a good experience for them. So yeah. The swimming pool, the aquatic center opens in 30 days. So Mr. Hustle, get your Speedos out and ready. And then the splash pad at Harbin Park, the grand opening is Saturday, May 17th at 11 a.m. So if you haven't been to Harbin Park lately or at all recently, please go visit. The playground area is up and running, playing, And then the splash pad will be, grand opening will be May 17th at 11 a.m. So I hope you can join us there. That's
Thank
all
you.
I got.
Planning Commission, Mr. Smith.
Yes, well, I will do my best to follow up Mr. Clark's commentary. I don't know if that's possible. But I will begin by saying that I also had the opportunity to attend the Student Showcase
I didn't know any of this.
April 24th, and my favorite one was a young man did a presentation on the oils used in many of the food products that we consume. In fact, I won't talk about some of the examples he gave this evening, but we are told that we are eating healthy at certain places, and that's not always necessarily the case. So that was very educational.
Yes.
All right, Planning Commission, their last meeting was canceled, so as a result, there is no report this evening.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.